Welcome back to Romanovich, the surgeon. You already know, back at it on this Genesis. I'm sure you guys are excited because it's been such a long time since I've worked on this thing. But we are back on it again, already taking some things apart. Let me go ahead and show you what it's all about. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure to tap that subscribe button, hit the little bell to get notifications, and let's get it. All right, so I already started taking some things apart. As you can see, the whole cowl, there it is. It got smashed over here pretty bad. The craziest thing, after all the tornado and all that went and happened, I've never ever noticed that the other windshield wiper is gone. It flew away. I never noticed that, so that kind of sucks. I gotta go and buy a new one of those. No big deal. This windshield is going to be one of the biggest things. Yeah, so just removing a bunch of stuff that is broken from over here. Going to get my vacuum out here, wipe this all down, try to clean it up just a little bit. I am definitely going to get a, pressure washer, clean all this off. And, but yeah, this was the biggest thing that was smashed. So as you can see, that part was smashed in. This piece was smashed. So I went ahead and just ordered a new one. Just complete replacement. There it is. It's all in a really good condition. We're gonna go ahead and install it and see how well it works. If it doesn't work, we do have a good motor. If not, if they both work, we will sell one of them. What are you doing? What? This sucker is freaking, look at that. Look at that. It was in your mouth. No. That's not for you. No. I'm taking the trim off over here, and this guy's trying to eat it. Supervisor, you better watch out. All right. So keep your dog in check, otherwise he's going to eat everything. Yeah, look. Supervising going on. Everything okay? Yeah, that's the old one. That's the new one. Thoughts? Yeah, not your thing. Okay. That's funny. He remembers this car so much because we actually brought him home in this thing. So every time I fire it up, he runs over to it and tries to get in so bad. So I'm sure he's ready to start ripping on it too, just like I am. So let's go ahead and install this real quick. But first, let's clean all this off. I'm going to get the vacuum out here, try to see what we can do. I'm sorry, I'm actually filming it. It's already getting dark. I was working a lot on one of the other vehicles, and sadly, I get to work on this thing whenever it gets dark. If you guys haven't checked this out, this is a 2014 Subaru Crosstrek. Sweet vehicle. Videos are posted on it. It's already pretty much finished. Let me go ahead and show you a quick update on it. We were waiting for these profile guides. Now it matches up perfectly. Look at that. We were waiting for this fog light. It's right there. Nothing is missing except this one little badge. And we got to do a alignment on the headlight. One bracket right here on the top of it. This one is here as well. So it works out very nicely. But yeah, this thing is ready. I'm going to be painting here real soon. It's looking pretty sweet. All right, back to this thing. Let's go ahead and try to... I started vacuuming, so you got scared. All right, so let's see. Try to line these up real quick. I'm gonna try to get something done today since it's already getting dark on. And yeah, look at that. These two houses went up so fast, it's crazy. Our house is finally getting to a livable situation. Here's the second one. Very nice. Let's see. This one's a little bit difficult to catch. All right, got the flash on for you. So the new one is installed. Like I said, two 10mm, one there, one there. They cut the wire from the old one, so that's perfectly fine. We don't need it because we have our own plug. There we go. Right on. We'll have to test it whenever it's actually got some juice to it, because it's obviously dead. We've had to jump it multiple times. All right, it is the next day. Today we're going to be installing the Megan Racing. I think that's how you say it, Megan Racing. Hopefully you guys can see that. That's the transmission mount. People replace this because they sometimes it gets stuck and doesn't want to go into second gear really fast whenever you're trying to race or whatever, or go hard on the vehicle or whatever. I don't have that issue, but I'm still going to install because it's always better to have a better compound for the transmission mount itself. I think this is going to be doing really well. I just about seen it in almost every video that people have transmission issues. I don't. I'm at around 108,000 miles on this thing, so it's still doing great. I believe 108. So let's go ahead and jump onto it, and I'm going to show you how we're going to replace this real quick. All right, so underneath here we're gonna have to remove this aluminum cross train or bracket, whatever it's called. This big piece right here. There's 4 bolts, 2 here and 2 on the other side, and then there's a few in here that actually hold this. There's that transmission mount right there. We're gonna replace it. Yeah, this one has a really soft rubber type of deal compound. The other one is a lot harder and stiffer, so we'll go ahead and get that swapped out. So gonna get the right sockets and everything, remove it, and we're gonna have to put something under the transmission here to support it while we are removing this. I don't want it to shift down or anything like that. So here's a small comparison. As you can see, I can move this with my fingers. It's stiff, it's in there. Plus it has a little rubber piece there. You can move, you can move the whole thing. And this has a solid piece just almost about in the middle. Plus these are thicker. I mean, it's just a lot better built, I would say. A lot beefier, sturdier. I'm sure it's gonna change the performance of it. Plus we have a full flush plate all on top. Here's just a broken piece for 2, and then it's connected with a rubber piece. That's just I could see potential for a lot of movement here compared to this right here. So I think this can be a pretty sweet upgrade. So let's go ahead and put this one in. All right, so everything new is installed. Here it is. Definitely looks a lot beefier. I already took the jack stand from it, and it looks beautiful. Obviously it's gonna have to be tested when we're gonna drive it, but hopefully it doesn't ever give me that problem that other people are having. That'd be really nice. I do want to do a full transmission fluid change. Personally, I think that's going to be a beneficial to the car. I don't know how long I'll keep it, but I am doing a special color paint job on this thing. It is not going to be the blue that we revealed from the paint that was underneath before, and it's not going to go back to black. It is going to be a special color of one of the vehicles that I already have. It's going to be pretty sweet. I haven't seen many of them. I've seen a few on Instagram, but locally none. So that's going to be very exciting. Another update, we do need to go ahead and order one of these parts. It is the for the exhaust electric valve. Let me show you. So it's called exhaust control valve electrical right here. So my exhaust has I don't know if you guys remember, I had to weld up this piece because it was leaking everywhere. So I fixed the leak. There's no issues, but if you can tell the difference between this one here and that one there, so this one's perfectly functional and it works. You open it up and I mean the sound of the vehicle gets about 3 times as much since you remove all the restriction that goes to the back of the car. This one I had to seal up because I was driving on the highway and it broke off. From the auction when I got it, you can see that it was already scraped and everything. So another hit and the actual flap inside, it broke off, and when it was screaming so loud, so I had to drive with them both open. Because if you have one closed and one open, it sounds so horrible. So I'm planning on getting either this one swapped out if I can find it online, and then re-weld it in where it's welded in already there and here, or I might get full just a straight pipe here, straight from the headers all the way back to here where it connects. Still thinking about it. They're not that expensive. I just want to make sure that I get the right one, that it matches up. I believe this is a 3-inch. So hopefully I can find that somewhere. That'd be really, really nice. I do like to drive sometimes when they're both open. It's a lot of fun. But now since this one's completely plugged up, it's no good. Can't use it at all. So yeah, gonna do my best to do the research and find one of these. And I know this thing needs a really nice clean underneath. They'll definitely get that real soon. And it is another day, and today, as you can see, we already removed this whole door. Bodywork is still standing. We got to just sand it down the last time and then primer it, and then maybe do a little spot putty. But remove this whole door already. It is ready to go ahead and get painted, because it is a whole different color like I said earlier. Here we are. It is actually red. Love it that it's tinted already. We will have to swap the harness out from this one, just because over here on this side there are a few already pulled, and one of these are pulled out, so I don't want to have issues with it later on down the road. So I'm just going to go ahead and swap it out for mine, because I know it is in perfect condition. We will have to swap out this little piece because mine are red. I don't know if you can say that. It's like a burgundy's red. Here we go. There, see? It's pretty nice. One little crack there, but that's okay. This looks all okay-ish. I feel like this part is a little bit worse than this one. This is a little bit cleaner, so we're gonna probably keep this one itself. Just swap out that right there so it'll match my car. Windows already tinted, so that's half of the work is done. We're gonna go ahead and swap everything over, the harness from this from this one to this one. That way we can install this back on and drive her, or just keep it protected from the weather. That way it doesn't rain inside. So I'm gonna hop onto it. It shouldn't be a lot of work, shouldn't be a lot of screws. So let's get this swapped over real quick. Apologize about the noise. We got the AC running, but I wanted to show you there's one Phillips head that goes here and one right here. You remove those little flaps. Here's the other one. You remove them from there and there. You expose all the bolts that you need to remove. Remove that one and this one, and you should be able to pop this whole thing right out. Once those 2 screws are removed, there's a little slivet right here. You slide your flathead or a little pry bar, pop it open like that, and then you got to undo some connections. Obviously these 2, and then this one right here, that's for the speakers and the controllers, and then this one right here for this one for that right there. Should be simple enough. Once you pop those out, you can slide her out, and then don't forget that right there, that is going to be the actuator for this right here. I also wanted to show you this really neat trick. I've never ever seen it on any other vehicle. So for this right here, these cables right there, like I said, that actuates whenever you want to open your door. Check this out. This one is made so different. So all you do is push on this little lever inward, and the whole thing pops out. You don't have to get them out separate. And then simple as that, you could just literally slide it in and pop it right back in. So huge thumbs up for Hyundai, making life a little easier. All right, so both of the panels are off. One thing that is not going for us are these, that right there, sorry. Sadly, they are riveted. They are riveted all the way around right there. So I would have to get rivets or find a way to screw them on. And I want to make it OEM, so I'm gonna have to search where I can find those. But for the time being, I think we will just keep that one on there just for the looks of it, since it's nice and cleaner. But what is going for us is all the wiring. It is pretty sweet because it's all on the top side of it. It's not in anything in the shell itself. So literally we have to just unclip it all right here, and the only thing that goes into the shell is right here, which goes out to the main plug, and that should be it. So that is huge benefit. I really like that design. I feel like that's even maybe a little bit better, because if you get smashed from the outside of the shell, wires could get crimped or whatever like that, and you could get damage to them. This way it's a little bit more protected because it's on the inside. So I'm going to do a quick swap from there to there, and we should be ready to go. All right, so my apologies. There is one cable that actually goes in the inside right there, which we're going to find out as soon as we remove all these 10 millimeters on the top. I think there's maybe like 8 of them or something just around the top of there, and we should see where that extra wire goes. All right, so once this little shield is removed, the last cable runs all the way in the back, runs to the back over here, and it's actually to the switch, letting you know if the door is locked. It's right there, so you got to pop it all out and then pop it right there, and it should disconnect completely. I already went ahead and swapped out the lock itself, this little piece. All you do is pop this little cap right here and take out this little 8 millimeter, and it should pop right out. So when I replaced it, obviously put the cover that matches this door, because it's a lot cleaner and smoother. And I'm going to put these bolts back in there. I just needed it to move around. The little bits like this, Torx bits. And after I pop this out right here, should be able to put that new one on here and install it right away. So there she is. She's finally on the car. The door is not closed yet because I have one thing yet to do. I have to connect this little piece right here. This would lets it go as far as it needs to go out and doesn't swing all the way, break the hinges off. So I also left the panel off because it kept it a little bit lighter. So let me get that connected with one of these bolts right here, and we should be done. All right, guys, so that is going to be a wrap up for this video. We got caught up in a storm. It started raining like crazy. I'm just happy we are finally getting some progress done on this beast. I'm sure I'm going to be ripping really soon. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.